Shalom and welcome to a new training on Tableau public desktop. This is part 2 of second workbook. Let's go back to our air quality health impact 2019-2024 Excel sheet extended. This one is extended because we can do some forecasts. We have already practiced a lot of sheets including our first dashboard from the first workbook, and last week we could start with the first worksheet of this second workbook right now. Of course, you are invited to watch all or some of my previous tutorials. Now this second workbook, you see the final dashboard right now. It contains 11 worksheets and 2 dashboards. Here again, we are going to do the same process as before. We want to redo this time the second and third worksheets of this second workbook. They are called, let me go there. This is the final dashboard. Let me show you what we are going to do together. This is a auto color changing, you see. So the world map is going to be changing the color according to the selected pollutant. That's very funny right there, and a lot more. As you can see, this one is more complete as the first one we did. Okay, let me go to the sorting area to show you where we are going to go right now. Okay, last week, as you can see, we could perform the first worksheet, and that was the result. Okay, and now let me go back. We are going to perform this one. Let me show you. It's called Compare Forecast Across Cities Area Chart. And after that, we are going to do this one. So I already have prepared the empty sheet right here for the reproduction of the second one. And the third sheet is going to be this one. We are going to do a dual axis chart of Aki and Éton country forecast. That's very interesting too. And that's going to be because I'm going to do 2 sheets at a time. Remember, for the first workbook, it was like 3 sheets at a time. And today, for the second workbook, it's going to be 2 sheets at a time. Okay, something I wanted to mention too is that if you would like to work with my data set, the first one called the AirQuality Health Impact 2019-2024 Excel sheet, and also the second one called the same title but extended, of course you can contact me. They are free of charge. But if you want the first workbook called World Quality #1.twb, this one is going to cost. And the second one we are practicing right now is going to cost too. What else did I want to mention? Yes, if you want an online, of course, an online live private IT class, this one is going to cost too. And for all that, just join me on my website called www.workforgodhome.online. All right, now let's start. Okay, first of all, of course, let's see what we are going to do. We start with this one. We said, let me mention that, yes, last week the voice recorder was messed up. I had to comment my own work a little later, and that was uncool. That was not cool. But today, I can tell as I do again, it looks like it's working better today. Okay, this is our first. As you can see, we are going to do the cities this time, not the countries, but just the cities. And we're going to add a caption. This is going to be a chart. Let me go to the show me so you can see what it is. It is, they call it a symbol map, but it's actually a chart area. This is the chart area, and it is a continuous one. You can choose between the discrete and the continuous. I don't know why it's showing me that it's not Now it changed to the discrete, but I want the continuous back. I prefer the continuous area chart, and as you can see, we have the dark pink is going to be the actual, and the light pink is the forecast. And as you can see here, we have some dots appearing. So you can see here the city and the year. This is year 26, as you can see here. So as you move it like this, you can see that, you know, it's going to forecast. Here we have 29, the estimation. This is Beijing, yeah, this is China. But you can choose, here I have like all these cities selected. Most of the time, of course, because our data set is like one country per continent, 10 countries. Here we choose the cities, of course, the capitals. Here you can do all, you can choose to see all of them, or you can just choose to see, you know, just a couple of them, like Beijing or Delhi, Moscow. Let's go to Rio de Janeiro. I don't know. You can, you know, as much as you want. And here we have also added the summary here by the legends. We have the city which you can filter. We have the forecast indicator and the color. And of course, I remind you again that you can edit the color here, but I want to keep pinky. And then you have the summary, which you can extend, of course, by adding, I don't know, the standard deviation, for instance. And here you can read the caption, some of ACI, actual, and forecast for each date, year, broken down by city. Color shows details about forecast indicator and so on. That's why it's good sometimes to show the caption. So I have the empty sheet. Let's do it again right now. And I'm going to keep this title. Okay, first we take the city and we get it first of all here in the filter area. We okay that, and we take it again and we drag it here in the column shelf. And then we're going to take our sum key. We're going to get it here. And then we want the years. And we're going to get that by data, by the column shelf. And now it's starting to look good. And then we want some forecast. We can choose already here the area shots. And we want the forecast because here we have only until 2024. We want more because here we have, let me go back there for a little while. We have, I think, until 2030. It's here. You can see we have from 2020 until 2030. So we can choose, I don't know, let me go back here. We are going to right click and we want to forecast, show forecast. And we have here until 2025. We can go a little further. So we are going to options. We choose the option, and this one, I don't know, 3032. How about that? Okay, so now we have our forecast here. This is more. This is the same as here. You see, but we want to add here the show filter, and we can deselect some. We're going to deselect we're going to deselect Sydney. Let's deselect Tokyo, like the country we have not chosen here. As you can see here we have other colors, because here you can go and edit the colors, but I'm going to leave it like this. Right now I have this palette selected, and it's here that you can go and choose the palette that you want. But I'm gonna keep these colors just because they are different. And as you can see here, also we have the dots. Let me first go and just format a little bit. I'm going to keep this title for the reason that you already know. So I go here and I do some little borders like this one, or maybe another color. How about this time we take a red, and we're gonna yes, I take the red, and we're gonna do it a little less fat, and that's it. We are not going to add to add the caption this time. I think it's okay like that. We're gonna make it simple. And what can we add? We can add the, what did we add here? The summary, for instance, and that's gonna be okay. Let's add, this is how you add the summary, just like where you go to add the caption, you can go and add the summary. So we have here the color legend, we have the filtering of the cities, and the summary. This is what we have. This is how I did it, and as you can see, same thing. When you hover over it, these are the actual colors, the actual data, the information from 2019 until 2023. Like this color is Moscow, this one is Delhi, this one is Cape Town, this one is Beijing, and this one, sorry if I don't pronounce right, Chinese people, don't get mad. And this is Rio de Janeiro, and here we have some type of gap to jump from the actual to the forecast, and the forecast here are from 2024 until 2032. And as we can notice, let's say here Beijing estimated 1,469 in 2025. As you can see everywhere, here in 30, it's kind of stable until 2031, and then it's gonna go down. You see, it's gonna go down, like, you know, for all countries, and that's you know, okay. This is how you visualize data. Of course, here we can make some more formatting, like here, for instance, we have kept the grid line, but you can always go by a tab format and decide, you know, to remove the grid lines if you don't want them, or to change the color of the grid lines like this. You see, we can really pretty much do whatever we want. Okay, this is how I did the forecasting, the comparison of the forecasting across cities with area charts. I'm going to keep ours like this, and yes, maybe, no, I'm going to add the caption, because when you don't add the caption, then you have to do an annotation. So let's add the caption here, okay, so that we have more infos. And in order to see a little more, we go and add also a little border, the same as we did before above. Okay, I think it's enough. This is how I did it. Let me go ahead and save, and we can jump to the next sheet. Okay, this is our second worksheet for today, the last one, but not the least. As you can see here, this is a dual axis chart. We have done one dual axis before or more in the first workbook. It's always very interesting. Okay, this is the dual axis chart of ACCI and ozone country forecast. Here we have the ozone axis, and here we have the ACCI axis. Of course, we can also format them with a different color. And here we cannot synchronize because these are two different type of data, or most of the time people do the synchronization of the dual axis. And here we have added an annotation. Let me read it. This is the ACCI with the numbers, same as the ozone. Like here we have ozone, here we have ACCI. The less the better. Predicting a decrease by 2029, 2030 for all countries. Here I have all countries. This one is very interesting. We are going to redo it and you know, analyze further there. I have added also the caption, and here we have an action which was performed on the dashboard, not on this sheet, so we don't have to redo the action again. And here you have, we are going to choose the year, the ozone, and the ACCI. Let's go ahead and redo that. Okay, so here I just keep the title like this. I'm just gonna format the title first, because, you know, it's good to see the difference between both. Let me choose here another color. You can choose the dark blue, for instance. For this one, I'm gonna make it less spot, and we can even choose a color shading. Let's go ahead and choose, I don't know, maybe I like the yellow all the time, but let me choose something else like this one for the shading for this time. Okay, so let's start our work. Let me go ahead and always save. Here we are going to first do the date. Let's go and do the date here first, and then we're going to take our ozone and Aki. First the ozone and then the Aki. And here again we do the country, because we're talking about the country right now. Let's drag it here in the filter, and we all, and okay. And we are going to show also the filter. Is always interesting to show the filter. And then here we want the caption, we said, show caption. And we can even go and take a look at the actions so that you can see the type of actions I have performed here. You see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 actions already. So not on this sheet, but on this workbook. Okay, so and here what do we want to do? We want to add, first of all, we're going to get it entire view. Okay, and this is where you can do you can keep it like this, but we want to do the dual axis, just the same thing as here. You see here we have kept the grid lines in white, and we have performed the dual axis here. This is what we want to do. So we click in one of the axes, and we want a dual axis. Here, which color do we have here? These are the colors we have here. We can keep these ones, or of course we can go and change the colors. For instance, we can take what? This one maybe, a sign. Okay, so it's going to be a dark blue and light blue. So I think it's okay like this. So this is the ozone, and this is the Aki. And here, of course, I didn't mention it. Oh, yes, I did before. You can always go and format your axis, because you want it maybe different, so you can go and change. Let's change the ozone to like this, and we close. So we have our ozone like this, and we do our axis of Aki in another color. I don't know. Let's do this one maybe in green. Okay, just to show you that you can really how you call it, you can format anything you want. So here we can also do the format of the grid lines in another color. If you don't want them, you just click none. But we have kept them on the other one. On this one, let's not do the grid lines. We're gonna keep it like this. And what else did we do here? Let's go back here. We can do the annotation and the shading of our view. So we are going to shade the sheet. We have to go here. You can go on this symbol too, and we are going to choose another color. Like what? Let's do a yellow. When you don't know what to do, choose a yellow. Okay, so we can do our shading like that. So let me go ahead and save. Okay, and we can close that format area. And here we have the data down here, and we can do the forecasting again. Show forecast, and you want more. We go to the options again, and we're going to choose maybe 2-3 years ahead. Let's keep it by 2028, for instance, just to show you that you can really enjoy practicing Tableau. So here, when you hover, you can see the estimation, and here when you hover here, you can see the actual 2020. Let's say 2025. It's already the future here. So here 2025. Okay, so and here it's representing all the country at the same time. As you can see, it's all checked here, but we can remove some country. You see, this is what it does when you remove some country. You see, voila, just to show you that it's going to show you only the selected country. You see, okay, so we can put them all again. Okay, this is how I did this one, and of course I formatted the caption too. Again, but this time I'm not going to do the shading of the caption. And the information of the caption are also very important, and are the trends of ozone and Aki for that year. Color shows details about ozone, Aki, and forecast indicator. The data is filtered on country, which keeps 10 members, you see. And if you select just, some of them, they're going to tell you also in the caption uh, straight which country you have selected, which excludes Australia, Russia, and USA. You know, so it's good sometimes to put also the caption. This is how I did our second worksheet, and of course here I can, if I want, I can go ahead and choose to take or produce another annotation. Let's go there just to show to those who don't know how to annotate. You go here, you select a point. First of all, I want to select a point. Let me go there, annotation, and I'm going to choose a point, and I can just keep what's in the inside. You see, I'm going to just keep what is inside, and here is our annotation. When you want, you can just put it like that, and then this one also we can format, and we're gonna format let me lines, just the lines like this, and I don't know, we can also here the border here like this. So we're good. We are going to close that, and this is what we did. Which one do you prefer? I prefer mine because I kept the grid line, and I like more the color. But here, for instance, I didn't format the axis. So this is how you visualize data. Okay, that's enough for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoy Tableau Public Desktop as much as I do or more. And this is the one we are going to perform next time, which is going to be containing a trend line, which is important to know too, a linear one, and the forecast. Anyways, it's going to be next, if God's willing. Okay, we are going to close here. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye bye.